Hi, my name is Raymond and I live in Washington State in the United States. This video is going to be about how you're supposed to recognizing trees. So the full name is Intro to Recognizing Trees in Washington State. So, cedar tree, most people say it's a pine tree, but it's actually not a pine tree. It's not even close. So the first thing, cedar tree, most people say it's a pine tree, but it's actually not a pine tree. It's not even close. So the first thing, if you can get close up to it, is just look at the bark. If you can see like furry stuff coming out of it, like this place and this place and this place, and that means it's a cedar tree. Also, if you can't really get a close look at it, then you look at the leaves. They're flat leaves with things going out. Look at that. You can even grab it and you can stretch it out like that. And it's this particular deep green color. Like that. And then also, you notice that the branches, look at this one. And then now you notice the branches. You can just look at the branches to recognize it if you can't even get really like within like 100 feet or something. You can look at the branches and you can see they're either drooping down or they're just straight flat. They're usually like diagonally down and a little curvy. And so in future videos, there's going to be an explanation of where to camp in the night if you're camping in the forest. So you probably already know the guess, and you can think about why you might camp under that tree. So the cedar tree, you notice there's a lot of curve to the branches, and it has this, you know, the leaves, they're made together to block the rain. So I think it's a good idea to camp here, but there could be other choices. Okay, so now we're going to go over there to get a closer look at the cedar tree. Look at the trunk. It's kind of unique to the cedar tree because, you know, it's kind of like a furry, so say you strip some bark off and you start rubbing it like this, it's gonna end up all furry and stuff, and you can make it so you can make fire. I'll teach you how to do that in future videos. People make a lot. Look at this tree over here. Look at this tree. You can go back in the video and see how that cedar tree looked compared to this one. Look at the bark. You can feel a tree that looks like this, and you feel a cedar tree, and there's a whole difference. Cedar trees are way softer, and this bark, it's like chippy in places, and it's really dry, and you can just break it off and it'll go crack like this, like that. So it's really rough, and you know, this sap is actually used for something. It's called a bow drill. It's where you wrap a bow around a stick, and then you press a piece of wood on top, and there's wood on the bottom, and you move the bow back and forth, and there's fire and everything. So there's sap coming out of it. These are from the Douglas fir, and it doesn't look like they have a lot of, it doesn't look like they're really special, but if you look at it, it actually has vitamin C. You can put it in your mouth, you can chew on it. Doesn't feel that good, but don't swallow the needle. It could be dirty, but you just want to get the juice out. That's gonna give you vitamin C. Like say you forgot to eat your gummies, take a trail to school and grab one. Fir is also used, the Douglas fir's wood inside is also used to make the beams of houses. Can you guess why? The density is very heavy, and the wood is really strong. So the beam is used to, it's part of the support of the house. So you really need strong wood to support it. This tree is called a maple tree. This tree, it's kind of damaged a little bit. You notice there's a little black here. There might have been some fire over here. You know, some person might have gotten a torch and then they just did it along it. I don't know what happened. It's definitely fire that did this, since this is turned into coal. All of the trees that I've seen, that I've introduced to you, don't have moss on it. The maple tree actually has a lot of moss on it. You see the moss? It's all here. It usually grows on the bottoms and on the tops. It usually doesn't grow in the middle. So look up there at that moss. That's at the top. That's at the top of the tree. In the middle of the tree, there's no moss. And so maple trees, they're really common in people's backyards, since their leaves are really pretty. And right now it's more like a spring, so there are no leaves on the ground. So you can look at the leaves and they're big and they're flat, but it's really easy to tear. And then also there's this type of tree called a giant maple. I can't find a giant maple right now, but giant maples, their leaves are really big. Like the biggest I've seen is this big and this wide. So the giant maple's leaves are really big. So you can tell the trees only apart by their leaves. So maple trees, they're usually, well, most maple trees, like half maybe, or some of them are like kind of slanted, you know, like there's a curve. So, hey, Emo, do you want to climb the tree? Okay, so, as you notice, my sister doesn't want to climb the tree, but this tree, it's the easiest type of tree to climb because most times it's rather bendy, so you can climb it up. But this one it goes up quite a bit, so it's hard to climb. Okay, enough of that. Now look at this tree. This tree is more of the straight type of maple, so it's kind of hard to climb it. This is the more like intermediate. But don't try climbing the trees unless you've had good experience. And now maple trees, they're known a lot for splitting, like that. So if you can manage to get there, it's gonna be a really tough time to get up there. But if you can get up there, then probably lucky, but don't climb it, it's really dangerous. Thanks for watching. Please, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.